Hey, what's up, James? Did you see my post from yesterday? Let's see. These guys, right? So my new towel. Not gonna paint them either, just because they're stealth suits. So it makes sense, right? I mean, it's even well, it's actually not that hard to see it in real life, but can't wait to put it in whatever box I'm gonna put my towel in, because I don't have a box. Well, I do kind of have a box for them. I just haven't really fixed it up yet. You can't wait to print out the rest of them. I already have it on the file. I just have to put it in the printer and hit print. But the print job's only 2 hours, and I don't want to leave it on for so long, even though I don't think it would matter too much. But I meant to do it as soon as I got home, but I forgot. So, I'm gonna wait until tomorrow night, I guess, to print them. That way, as soon as they're done, I can go ahead and turn off the printer. I'm so happy I bought them. They're really nice looking. One I will paint though. I will paint like they're transforming, like going into stealth. So, so I gotta do that. I gotta print extra models out for that, so I can test how to paint that a transition. Oof. Yeah, this paint's still super thick. Alright, let's see how this paint looks. But I also bought, I guess, like commander models and essentially not ballistas, a, dang, what do you call it? A Tau with the rail guns, not the hammerhead, broadside. I bought the broadside too, their version of it anyway. I don't know if I'm gonna print out the broadsides or not. Only if I don't have enough, I guess. If I do run more broadsides than I normally would. I think I have 6 broadsides, so I don't think I'll need any more. Oh man, that paint really made it stick. Oop. Almost acting like super glue. I was pretty busy at work today. Almost like chaos happened or something. Even with finally someone working with me, it was busy. Did you do something there, James? Did you cause chaos in my life, James? How could you, James? Can't believe you, James. Why would you do that, James? Oop, am I painting on screen? I can't remember. Oop. Are you sure, James, man? You're worshipping. Well, I won't say Nurgle, because I'd be crapping my pants if I was. If you were, should I say. Were you worshipping Zinch, making it all wild and crazy? Those dots doesn't seem very reassuring. That's usually a sign of guilt. How was your day, James? Actually, let me get the switch over to. I need to switch over to the Assault Intercessors because I definitely do play those over this Dreadnought. Oh my gosh, James, what I thought of. Oh, that's so freaking hilarious. James. You know how there's the Lord of Change, which is Zinch? You must be worshiping the opposite Lord of that guy, whoever that is, the Lord of No Change, which actually is Nurgle. No, I forgot. Nurgle is the Lord of Unchange. You worshiping Nurgle over there, James? Because Nurgle doesn't like change, so you worshiping Nurgle over there, James. You can't say no because because nothing has changed, so therefore that is technically Nurgle. The Lord of Unchange. Okay, I need to stop. I need to actually let me finish this last panel because I need to finish up my assault intercessors. This dreadnought's just a bonus to paint. Do you have school still? Do you get like 3 months off or something like that? A chaos god of order. That doesn't make sense, James. That literally does not make sense. Because chaos is the opposite of order. Now you could say there's a god of order. That'd be different. But if it's a chaos god of order, six more. Oh, you get 6 weeks. Is it like for Christmas break? Hey, what's up, James? Colette. Coco Colette. Gotcha. Man, glad I don't have to worry about that. Alright, I need to stop painting this guy because I need to paint the rest of my last intercessors. So what brings you in here, James? Oh man, there's two James. Oops. Coco, then I guess. been playing since Rogue Trader. Ooh. He did say old Warhammer, so I'm assuming, I was thinking like old world, maybe fantasy, but yeah, it didn't make much sense to have a chaos god of order. You know, that's contradictory. And it's like a god, the death god of life. You know, it's like, wait, what? Definitely might want to double check on that one. Now I could say like a god of life or a god of order, but to say a chaos god of order, it's contradictory. That would be kind of funny though. That'd be very much GW for you, I guess. I mean, not really. I mean, it could legitimately be that, you know. A lot of silly knowledge stuck in my brain through the years. I mean, I wouldn't put it past, you know, GW to say there's a chaos god of order, you know. But if you meant like there's a god of order, then okay, I can get it. And that's more than likely going to be an old world type thing. Sometimes I remember the. Hey, what's up, Paint? Oops. Hey, Paint, did you see my tau models? You can actually kind of see them on the top of the screen there. No snow. Snow's not always good, you know. Bad for driving. Great for schooling. Yes, they are actually. You can barely see them. Oh yeah, yeah, did you say? I can't remember who said it in the Discord chat. But yeah, I really like the way they turned out. I'm gonna try to the next print that I do of them is going to be maybe less time in the finisher part, the UV light. They kind of came out a little bit yellowish, but there must be this one product I used to instantly dry my super glue, and it seems to clear it up a bit. So that might help a lot. Because I love them to be. Hold on, let me grab the models and I'll show y'all. So I'd like them to be this clear. Like this is like not yellowish at all. It's very clear. And here they are. They're a little bit yellowish. So super. It's kind of hard to see the. I wonder if I darken it up. Maybe it'll be seen a lot better. All right, man. Thanks, James. Coco, should I say? Let's see if I darken it up. There we go. Maybe too dark, that one. I mean, I can see it a bit better for sure. So, let's see what kind of clear that looks like. It's a little bit yellowish. You can kind of see that. Let's see this other clear model. Let's see if it's yellowish as well. No, it's quite clear. Yeah, this is the clear that I want it to be. It's a very small model. Very delicate too. And then the other guy. Yeah, it's still kind of hard to see, but very awesome looking. Can't wait to show them off to no one at the shop. Let me brighten back up. Okay. I could try that out with some. I do intend to have. I do intend to have. What do you call it? Some test models because I want to do one set of models in the middle of them going cloak. And I never thought about varnishing them like that. So I could varnish essentially that clear model there just to see what it does to it because I don't think I'm going to use that model anyway, so it'll work out. I have to wait until I'm ready to varnish. Dude, I didn't stream yesterday just because after the stream the day before, I could not go to sleep until an hour before I had to go to work. That was terrible. I think it's because I drank coffee. But it doesn't usually affect me though that badly. It is a new brand of coffee, so maybe that's the reason why. Use everything but null oil to dry dirty up my metal. So what I do to dirty up my metal or my stuff is to dilute it black, but it can be iffy. Y'all people with the null oil BS. All hail the null oil. Even the person I play with talks about null oil. Just dip it in null oil. Dip the entire model into it. Take a bath in null oil as well. Why not, you know? Come out of null oil. And when people think you're dirty, says exactly. I showered in that stuff. It's meant to be that way. Alright, that's very good for you. I use it as perfume or cologne. Add natural oils to your skin. That's hilarious. Oh god, I'd love to make skits, you know. That'd be a skit that I would make. All these people who are talking about null oil and all that stuff. Make fun of them by like using it on my skin and stuff. Like that actually, that'd be perfect. Like a commercial for it. I use null oil. Hmm. Okay, fancy painter over there. You can have null oil too on your skin. Your models could look as good as me. Alright. It is done. I just need to find some. I have some bolt guns, but I realized the free ones I got doesn't have support, so that kind of sucks. I hate having to use the my automatic support thing from the software, because sometimes it doesn't quite get it right. Sounds like you're trying to write commercials there now. It's like, ah, how can I sell this stuff? Null oil. If it's good for your models, it's good for you. If it's good for models, it's good for you. And regular Washington, he's like, he's talking about models. Which models are you talking about? He's talking about like super models, or are you talking about like gaming models? I don't care. I want some of that stuff. Good for models? I'm good for it. I want it. Oh, I haven't watched his videos recently. Definitely would love to see your progress on that. I guess I have some kind of questions for you about your last game too, by the way. I mean, it's a lot easier for me to talk and you type. I think you probably would have won that game had he not kind of did what he did. I don't know what the second channel is. Squidly bits. Huh. Did you post your armature on the Discord? I can't remember, man. There's a lot of pictures there now. Power because the only bad thing I think it was. That's. I mean, honestly, I think I've heard some people that were willing to pay for the old null oil, James. Like literally, they swear by it, man. Let's see. Ah, okay. Was it? I mean, you do you know this person? Like, have you played with him before? Do you know if he's like trustworthy? You know, I don't know anything about this guy. Of course, obviously. I always generally question everything, especially if it's something like crazy like that. I mean, I know, I wouldn't say I know, but I think like one of their army abilities was to have essentially a feel no pain in most of the models. That was taken away a long time ago. It was just so powerful. How many games has he played prior to the Custodes, though? That's the thing. It's like if it's your first, second game ever, then that makes sense. But if it's just your second game with Custodes, not necessarily. Like you could be a professional player and still play an army quite correctly, you know. But I mean, so did you talk to him about that? That's, but yeah, I mean, question, especially for one CP to have an army-wide fort, feel no pain. No stratagems is a once per game. I don't believe. I've never seen one, especially that targets like your entire army, especially for one CP. Man, there are things that cost 2 CP that targets one model. So, yeah. But yeah, just be careful next time. Sometimes pushing your big models out there gives you opportunities, so it's not necessarily a loss for pushing your oh, one unit gets a 4 plus field no pain. Hmm. That could be a plausible ability, but yeah. Good way to get familiar with people's armies is by questioning them about their armies too. I tend to do that a lot, especially armies that I'm not very familiar with, or things that make sense for the army. We had a we had a person in one of the tournaments to play Admech, and that's I think his only army, but he apparently got some things wrong, which wasn't as big as a feel no pain, but was it like a fallback and shoot type stratagem, which really, really mattered. That's that is not necessarily too bad of a thing. Like I have a lot of trust in people. I won't say I'm sheltered either, but I do have a high trust in people. But it's not about distrust. It's about like maybe they didn't quite interpret it correctly. So and also to help you understand the enemy's abilities as well. So it's something for you to learn about people's armies, especially if it seems unbelievable. I mean, you'll start knowing what can and cannot happen, especially if it's something to your disadvantage. You might want to question it, because obviously the best way to defeat any kind of enemy is by knowing their army. And another thing I'll say this is oops, find out what abilities will hurt your army, like stratagem stuff that will hurt your army, and ask if they have those stratagems. For me, it's if they have any fall advance and charge, they have any fall back, shoot and charge, or something like that, or if they have what's the other one? Oh, movement shenanigans. Like if I get within 9 inches or 6 inches, they can move a unit. We played against this Grey Knight guy. He played literally 1,000 points, only like 3 or 4 models, and one ability that he had was if a unit gets within 9 inches of him, he can get up and go, leave. I didn't really question it too much. I know Grey Knights can go up and down. I think I might have because it was his Grand Master, and he is a very tough unit. He teleported behind our base, and essentially kind of, I didn't say trap himself because he could always just teleport out. If we don't kill him, uh, then he'll just teleport out from the back area because he did what he's supposed to do, kind of. He didn't really finish off the models that he wanted to kill, but if you shoot him, he could fall back. If you get within 9 inches, he could teleport out of there essentially. So what we end up doing was we got outside of 9 inches, just like 1.1 inch away. We said so. Essentially, he could not teleport. He could not trigger his ability, but he was very honest with us with that. It was a think. So we end up placing some units 1.1 inches away and charged his ass. After that, we made the charge and wiped him out. Magnetizing some Deathwood Knights at the moment. Their bases or like the models. They are technically mortal wounds. The only difference between mortal, devastating, and hazardous is that devastating and hazardous does not roll over. Mortals are the ones that roll over. If I gotta definitely read the new things if they say devastating is mortals. Yes, yes. So anything that says you get a four feel no pain against mortal wounds, you get it against devastating wound and hazardous. Because they turn into mortal wounds, it's just that they don't roll over. That's the only difference. They're mortal wounds, but they don't roll over. Also have a second weapon option. Dang, how many entries are you gonna have there? Paint. Which the best thing is to reconfirm that. I need to reconfirm that. That's what I remember them talking about, but I didn't see it myself, and I think that's true because they were trying to fix the Golden Boys because they had a feel no pain, but due to like them changing devastating wounds, it made it kind of useless. But then a whole bunch of changes happened too. So, but from my understanding, at least from what last people have said, that if you get a devastating hazardous turns into mortals, there are mortal wounds. It's just they don't roll over. Detachment Alliance Claw, super fluffy and super fun. Oh, you played? How many points did you play? So 2 entries. Yeah, post the 2 entries that you're gonna post. Put up there. Paint. Would be kind of curious to see them. 2K against world leaders. Nice. Win, lose. Ah. When does it finish it? Yeah, I gotcha. So what's the second one that you are painting? Wait, did you get your lion in and did you play him? Damn, I made sure you got your model. You got, well, I guess you assembled them quickly and then they're not quite painted, right? Mostly reviewing this. Hmm. Oh, it was DOK. I'm not familiar with those models or the factions in AOS. No lion, haven't built him yet anyways. But I don't think he made the cut, man. Ah, have a fun list for him with him, man. And that way at least you can try him out, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you realize that he could buff the list. You're playing a detachment called the Lion's Claws and the lion's not even in it. Lion, you're not invited to your own party. But I made the party. It's called Lion's Claws. How could you guys not invite me? Yeah, 250 points for 5 man. That's crazy. They are tanky, but good lord, I don't know. I think you should I'm curious as to you should put your Terminators up to the Lion, equivalence of points, and see who survives. Charging with the Lion and then going that way, then charging with the Terminators and going that way. There'd be no difference, honestly, with who charges who because the Lion always goes first anyway. But man, Blood Angels with their +1, is it +1 to damage or +2 to strength or whatever? It's crazy. Post the final one too, like their before and after pick. Oh, well, yeah, I know. No, like, I'd say play with what you want first. What attracts you the most, honestly, regardless. But, I mean, just try, like, I would love for you to try out the Lion at Primark. I absolutely, like, he, to me, is just freaking. If I had the Lion as my Primark instead of Gilliman, dude, I wouldn't be so afraid to charge him forward. Is the Lion considered Deathwing or Ravenwing at all? I don't think he is. And that's what kind of sucks about him a little bit. But he's just a solo unit, solo beast. And then with your freaking Deathwings wounding things on 4 or better anyway, it's kind of crazy. Just that natural, it's like, I'm not wounding any worse than a 4 plus. Well, except for some infantries that no one plays, really. WRF, what does that mean? Oops, shoot. Well, it's just that he is severely, in my opinion, not severely overpowered, but he is really worth his points. Again, he'll literally just kill anything that touches him just because that strike. Oh, okay, I got you. He honestly, the line might not be. I think he's just. Well, I don't know what he is. I don't have his model, so I don't know. But it's just that I think because he's already he's kind of powerful, and they already reduced his points again to what he is now. It's keyword or bus, I think. Yeah, but the thing is though is that like the lion himself alone is just so powerful that keywords not it's just gonna make him too overpowered. But again, don't just make multiple lists. You have them anyway, just to test them out. Like I said, you might find out that like, yeah, you know what, him soloing things is just really good. Him wiping out squads, like I said, my Gilliman um, got got countercharged by World Eaters. They had strike first, and I charged because he's defender. He gets to choose first, and he had the Corn Berserkers with the Master of I forgot what it's called. Whatever gives him strike first. That's the character. He took my Gilliman down to I think like 6 or 4 wounds. I can't remember how much. Then because Gilliman charged, I gave him the ability to give him Lance and +1 AP. Yes, Master of Executions. And then I turned around because I charged Angron, by the way, and he counter-charged me with his Berserkers. So while they don't get the charging bonus off the strike first, they still get the charging bonus as though they charged. Gilliman turned around, gave me +1 to wound, which really didn't matter, but the +1 to AP means they get no saves because it become AP4 weapons and they have only a 3-up save. And Gilliman wiped the the full 11-man squad of berserkers, all gone. And amazingly, I think Angron, I think he got charged too. He had barely any wounds. I really softened him up before my Calgar charged him, and Calgar took care of Angron. Yeah, if Angron had fight first, dude, it's scary. And again, wait, the G-Man has the 2 damage sweep. Guess who doesn't anymore? Yes, but you do have sustain and more attacks. And strike first. So you can have more attacks. And you determine, like, what do you call it? You have 16 attacks with, what do you call it? Sustain hits 1. And you can also get Oath of Moment. Gotcha, Paint. So yes, he may not. He can clear hordes very easily, but you also have your other attack. If there's only 8 models in there, you're gonna wipe them. I don't think he has to stand on that one. Again, play around with it. It's just that I would love to play the lion. The strike first is so deadly. It's so scary because look at this. I fought against the lion, mind you. You know what I did? I charged Gilliman. I charged my Blade Guard veteran with a Judicature in there. The reason why I did that because I figured the lion would either can kill either all the Blade Guard or Gilliman. If I didn't charge with both units at the lion, I would not have killed the lion because he can't kill both units. So I had to do that. That's a cat, man. Dude, I don't have to imagine if you just do it, Paint. God, when are you gonna finish that army? Stop making me imagine things I wish were true. Again, I'm just really making the point of that. Like I don't know. I don't play Dark Angels, but I just wanted to hype you up for the lion, and so you just play him for fun, you know. The army will be finished next year, maybe. 2K point army of battle cat maidens. Actually, think there's actually a guy that showed up Wednesday that got into um, got into 40K because he played Space Marine 2. And mind you, he played other Warhammer games, and he was gonna go Ultramarines, then he was gonna go into I forgot the other army was, but then he saw the Knights of the Dark Angels and said that's what it's gonna go with. Also wants to. I may have to pop. Dude, the fight first is so scary because you can end up wiping a squad before that squad even gets to fight, and you just have to jump on him. 1K? Oh, 1K? Come on. The lion's gonna eat up like a quarter of that. But you have to redo your Biologus. And what was the other model that you painted that way? Was it Gravis or was it a Terminator? You have to do it like that Space Marine. Come on. That assault, is it the assault intercessor? One of the intercessors. That was really good. You have to do it in that kind of magnitude though. Blood Angels, they are kind of crazy. Like, I mean, I played against someone who plays Genre Angel. He's not necessarily a good player, but you know, he didn't really. I beat him by 1 because I made a mistake by overstacking on one side. And his dice rolls were pretty bad that game too, so that didn't help him at all. But yeah, dude, +2 to was it +2 to strength? +2 or +1 to strength and +1 to attack is crazy. He ran Liberator Assault. I think so. Yeah, yeah, I think it's Liberator Assault he did. He didn't do Angelic Host and he didn't do the Death Company. So yes, it was that one for sure. Yeah, damn, dude. I want that. Dude, my Blade Guard veterans would be amazing. Strength 6. I mean, mind you, I get +1 to wound. That's better. But that's free, I don't have to spend a command point to do that, and everyone gets it. And I think you have a counter charge too, I believe. One CP fights first, bro. And they have one CP fight first? Come on now, man. That hurts. That is very fearful. Again, I can't stress enough a fight first, honestly. That's the reason why I guess I keep pushing for the Lion, just because he's a freaking beast and he gets fight first naturally. Now he doesn't have to get up like Gilliman does, but that's a roll that you have to roll to get Gilliman back up. We rolled 9 times, and all we needed was a 3+ to get Gilliman to come back up. 9 times, man, 9 times, still didn't get his ass up. It was 3 different people rolling to get him back up, and none of them we couldn't roll a 3 or higher. The 10th roll, finally got him back up. Inner circle of pains, bro. Yeah, did he give did he give him like the what you call it, the 4-up invul? It was at the squad, or am I thinking of someone else? I don't remember. No, no, that's someone else. That's Black Templars. Never mind. Man, I see Dark Angels and Black Templars almost the same. Don't know why. Is he the guy that gives you a free CP, actually? Oh, is it? Huh, 4-up invul. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Because we were talking about, again, with the guy. Um, nah. Oh, good lord. Because we were talking about to that guy that's playing Dark Angels, the new guy. So that in the works, you could probably see her in the background. My pictures. Gotcha, paint. Yeah, we was talking about like the guy that plays Dark Angels. Um, he plays the guy that gives him an extra CP, but he wants to keep it in the background because he's kind of cheap for the point cost. Not like Calgar, 185 points. He does have a lot of wounds, and he does have his own bodyguard unit, and it helps. But I'd rather him be cheap and just keep him hidden, just because I run Calgar up to the front lines, and everyone tries to kill him. Very few people have been successful, but still, I shouldn't be running up my CP generator to the front lines. He's with some Blade Guard veterans, but with my rolls, they kind of die. At one point, I fought against, twice I fought against World Eaters. Angron and a squad of Terminators charged a Blade Guard veteran, dropped them down to Calgar and one Victrix Guard. Next time, dropped it down to just Calgar. Calgar's a survivor. People try to kill him. He survives for pretty strong. He has strong survival skills. Mind you, he doesn't get the 4+ feel no pain if the last Victrix Guard is dead. So, in a lot of sense, the way I play him is, of course, kill one Victrix Guard and then everything goes to Calgar, just because of the 4 feel no pain. Calgar costs, I think, 185 points. But he has to come with 2 Victrix Guard, and he's able to lead a unit, including the Victrix Guard. No. Company of Heroes is 95 points. 3 Blade Guard veterans have higher survivability than those Company Heroes. The Company Heroes have no invuls. They're just 3-up armor save, -1 to wound. which Blade Guard veterans, three of them cost 80 points or 90 points, somewhere around there. Yeah, the company heroes aren't that great. If they had an invul saves, then I would honestly probably do that. Maybe, I'd play with them just to see how they work out. But they're not. They're kind of like a general squad. They have one model that's good shooting, one model that's good at melee, one model that's a banner, so he doesn't really do anything good. And I forgot the other guy does. It's just that they're too diverse, I suppose. They don't specialize in one thing. They don't specialize in melee or shooting. Like Calgar is kind of tough just because of the Victor's Guard alone. So that's like 3 or 6 free wounds depending on how you want to play it. And I feel no pain, 4 plus. Oh, 90 points. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know if there's an armor out there that will work with that command squad, but someone could try. I want to. I'll say this. I want to. I want to play a game where I have nothing but banner bearers. So I'm gonna have like this guy, and since I have some of the old banners, I could put a banner on his backpack. So it's gonna banner in his backpack, banner here, the ancient banner, the Blade Guard veteran banner. I'm sorry, this is the ancient banner here. Then I'm gonna have the company heroes banner, and then the Blade Guard banner. So I'm gonna have 3 guys with banners. And I'm gonna have more banners. I'm gonna try to. It's gonna be crazy banners. Yeah. I was trying to think what else other banners are out there. Can't think of any though. Let's see. Swarmlord doesn't get no Philippines and only the worst models. What unit can he lead? Yeah, you're gonna have 3 models with 6 banners at the moment. Because I still have some of the old banners that you normally attach to their backpacks. I think I have a lot of those. What can the Swarmlord lead? Yeah, more banners. Is it the Hive Guard that can go with the Swarmlord? Tyrant Guard. Yeah. Their movement's too slow? Is that the reason why? I was thinking Hive Guard, not... Okay, now finally can go to another color other than blue on these guys. The rest will go into the Dreadnought now. Oop. Overwhelming with blue. I mean, I think I call the Hive Tyrant the Queen because back then it reminded me of aliens. And with I guess the only thing that can attach to her is freaking the Hive Guard as well. Toughness is like 8 or 9. That's still pretty high toughness. But yeah, once the Hive Guard's gone and they still have that 8 toughness, it's going to be kind of hard. But that's just additional wounds if the cost is worth it. And if their movement matches that of the Swarm Lord. Because if it slows down the Swarm Lord, then that's not good. Let me back that up. Oop. Trying to use up whatever blue I got left so I don't waste it. Turn guard is better to play separately. I would definitely like to try out Tyranids, see what crazy army build I would have. I don't remember whenever I first saw the Hive Queen, or the Hive Tyrant, should I say, I call her Queen. I'd definitely be running that model for sure. It's a little dry. For sure. I mean that's the cheapest way to play Tyranids, you know, and the less frustrating way to play too. You don't want none of that horde stuff. Hold on, let me get my movement trace real quick. All right, I'm gonna move these 10 Harmagants. It's like, nah, man, nah, that's okay. No roof on his ish. I'd find a way to make that work. Solo nids. I mean, that's true for most armies, though. So, oh, the is that the Vanguard one? Like I've fought against them. Kind of scary when they get up in your face. But I was rolling pretty bad against them, but I almost wiped them. Where they essentially like deploy, a lot of them advanced deployment, and then high freaking movement. It was really crazy. They're essentially in my face turn one, and then whittling them down. Exocrine. What does it do? I've heard of that before, but I forgot what it did. Exocrine. Is that the one that puts out spores and they use that to freaking do actions in corners of buildings or corners of stuff? Fucking freaking MVP, man. That's stupid what GW said. I think they, because of that, I'm kind of funny that GW, I think they said like, if it has OC0, it can't perform actions. That's kind of hilarious. But I don't remember if that's the same bug or not. That was doing that, popping out little spores, denying movement, um, and a whole bunch of other, like, mostly it's just the performing of actions. It's really crazy. Turn effects, normal emissary. I kill a normal emissary. But yes, freaking norm emissary, man. Plus, was it feel no pain while they're in objective? That's pretty crazy. I forgot what their toughness and wound counts were. I guess I'm out of blue. Alright, the Dreadnought's coming along. Gotta wait for that coat to dry. We didn't even talk about the new Death Watch. Oh yeah! They did just release today. I saw a little bit of it, man. I do have to kind of call it, though, because it's getting pretty late, and I need to not do what I did last time. For some odd reason, I couldn't. After the stream, I tried to go to sleep and didn't go to sleep until an hour before I had to go to bed. I don't know what the heck happened. That's the reason why I didn't stream the other night, because I was just so tired. Goose around the Space Marine snacks. That's what your OPS. Anyways, I definitely gotta look into that Death Watch a little bit more specifically, and then we can talk about that tomorrow if you guys are here. So, anyways, I try to stream over there on 4 to 4:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Try to stream for at least an hour so I can paint my crap, and then I finished painting this as soon as they were done. By the way, so this you like the paint job? It's. So anyways, I try to paint my stuff. I do have Tau that's might be, no, it's going to be Infinity next, then Tau. Anyways, if you like my content, please consider subscribing, thumbs up, to stand down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in